Hey everybody, it's Steve with Real Progressives. Change is hard, man. Nobody wants to be told they're wrong. Nobody wants to find out that they've not told the truth, or they've spread a lie, or that they didn't know. Nobody wants to believe that their heartfelt beliefs are wrong, that everything they've said is wrong, and people are protective of their stuff, man. They don't want to hear, how wrong they were. But we've been wrong an awful lot of times in our country, right? We've been wrong an awful lot of times. We've been wrong about the Iraq War, been wrong about, freaking Vietnam. We've been wrong about every freaking thing just about over the last 30 years. I mean, just literally wrong. And think about how resistant people were when gay marriage came along. I mean, people didn't want to hear that their, hetero-Christian belief system that they had instilled in their lives and their kids and hear every day at church and on and on and on. They didn't want to hear that that was wrong, or that people had a right to be married. Well, there are some other things too. I mean, we've looked throughout time at history, and we've looked at science, and we found things were wrong. We found out we were wrong about, gravity. We found out we were wrong about the shape of the earth. We found out we were wrong on so many levels. And, here we are in 2017, and we're finding out that we're wrong about how our government funds its existence. And people are very, very invested in these long fights that they've had forever about, no, we got to raise taxes on this person. No, we got to cut spending. Oh my God, we're going to pass this debt on to our kids. And people are really bitter when I break the news to them that that's wrong. People are bitter. I mean, I've got inboxes lately telling me, hey, Steve, man, it's hard to hear what you're saying, man. It's hard to hear what you're saying. I'm like, I'm sure it is. I mean, it was hard for me to hear the first couple hundred times I heard it. But if you know that without this knowledge, you end up causing recessions. If you know that if you're going to cause death and destruction by being wrong, I'm sorry if it hurts. Growth hurts. I have to tell you, I'm not going to stop because nobody else is saying it. So until other people start saying it, somebody's got to beat the drum, right? I'm not letting my kids go through the misery of another Great Depression, recession, whatever, because Democrats are going to go on April 15th, and instead of protesting why we're not spending on the 99%, they're going to go protest about Donald Trump's fucking tax returns. They're going to fucking protest on a day when we could be talking about taxes not funding spending. They're going to go and sit there and fight about Donald Trump's tax returns. I have thought about this all night long. And it's like, when I was on with Debbie, the same progressive last night, we talked about how we shouldn't let them just have those protests. We should go take those protests over. We should co-opt them. And I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. Because I was getting really pissed off. Because it's like, here we are. We said we care about fixing the environment. We said we care about, giving everybody single-payer health care. We said we care about all these things. Yet instead of fighting for those things, we've got some co-opted movement going out there and whining about Trump's tax returns. Now, if this is your kind of progress, the things I say, they're going to suck balls, man. You're going to hate it. You're going to fucking hate what I say. Because I'm speaking truth. It's not little buzzword bumper sticker politics, folks. I have people, if you could just make a simple cartoon about this. Well, we're working on that. If you could just do whatever. Oh, we're working on it. I promise you, we're working on it. But the reality is that this is the most important subject of them all. Talking about climate change without understanding the economy is silly. because the things that we have to do to solve climate change require knowledge of the economy. To get us single-payer health care, it's not just good enough to want single-payer health care. You got to answer the fucking question, how are you going to pay for it? I got an answer for that. They don't. Oh, we're going to tax the rich. We're going to tax them. Never mind the taxes are deleted because we think the taxes pay for stuff. Okay? And so the more you think about that, what is the thing that the Republicans always fight about? They don't want their taxes raised. What does Grover Norquist always say? Hey, you signed the pledge, you fucking raise taxes, we're primarying you. So the Republicans aren't going to support it ever, even if we have a progressive in office, until we understand these truths. So, we've put off 7 deadly innocent frauds. People won't read it. We've put off a million other things. I've had every economist I know, except for a couple, and we'll get those soon enough. I've had all these economists come on the show and talk about it. Taxes are physically deleted. It's a delete button. Your taxes are just zeros and ones, electronic shit back and forth. When they come in, they're purged. When the government spends, new money comes out. Taxes come in, they're deleted. When dollars are spent, they go out. Taxes in, deleted. Dollars spent, out. Taxes deleted. Dollars out. Simple, simple, simple. And so I think the real issue right now is that if we don't figure this out and we don't get this down, when the next election comes up, if you have Tulsi Gabbard or Jill Stein or anybody else, they're going to be stuck with this bullshit mantra. They're going to have to stay stuck saying verifiably wrong things because that's what you need to hear, because you haven't bothered to do your homework. And when you haven't done your homework and you claim that climate change is desperate, well, you're going to be missing the boat then. Our kids are going to die from some sort of climate-related disaster because we didn't know how to solve for it. So that's why I keep doing it, and that's why I'm going to keep doing it. So anyway, have a good day, everybody. I'm going to lose signal. Out.